What a beautiful July 3rd, 2021, guys. You can see I've called this in. I've got the, I did the proper 811 call in, marking the existing underground utilities, but I am gonna tackle my drainage problem in my front yard. You can see how wet this is right here. I'm gonna try to take care of this once and for all. Well, I wasn't very prepared for my 4th of July weekend project of drywell installation. Should already have them together. I haven't dug the trench, haven't dug the French drain. I do have the pipe, but the first task at hand is probably the hardest part of the project, and that's putting the damn backhoe back on the tractor. I tell you, putting this backhoe back on just about ruins your day. It just about ruins my day. I don't even know if I want to get out and do anything now. I'm so mad and so frustrated. And I had it inside and was able to move it around. I have never cussed so much than when I tried to put this backhoe on. But it's on there. So I need to take my root ripper off and put a bucket on, and I guess figure out what digging I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. Well, I'm back out in the shop, guys, after a little bit of a rest. Struggling with putting the backhoe on the tractor about ruined my day, and I had to go inside and kick back for a few and take a rest. Thought about just holding off and waiting until tomorrow, since I have Sunday and Monday to complete this project. But you know, it's beautiful weather, it's cool, low humidity, got a nice breeze. I think I've recovered from my near meltdown on frustration putting the backhoe back on, but it's on. I'm full of fuel. Let's go out and start some digging. Yeah, here we are, guys. This is it. I'm finally getting around to trying to fix my flood and drainage problem in the front yard. But I'm going to put in a French drain and a drywell, and let's get after it. Well, I think I have the first section of trench pretty much done. I didn't go very deep. You can see the water filling in right here. So now I just need to tee into the trench and start heading back towards where the drywell will be. And then I think I'll put the pipe in the ground and start backfilling a little bit of gravel through the trench. And I believe I'm going to save the drywell dig for tomorrow. I figured you'd probably be coming over here bothering me at some point. Yeah, I probably would have been done today, except putting that backhoe on the tractor about ruined my day. About ruined my whole freaking weekend. I mean, what a bitch.
You should have hollered at me.
Well, there wasn't really much anybody else could have done. It's just the way they design it. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, what a deal. I went deeper than I probably needed to here, but don't do any burnouts or anything.
I won't.
Let's take a look at here, guys. Let's see. I think that's as far as I'm going to go with the trench, because right about where the tractor, the back end of the tractor is where I'm going to dig the drywell pit. I'm going to put a good layer of gravel in the trench, and then I'll put the pipe in, and then I'll bury it about 95% with gravel, and then we'll put a little dirt right on top of it, I think. Gravel's in, guys. I took a level and made sure we're coming downhill to the T, and up on that end coming downhill to the T, and I got to go downhill to the drywell, and I'll dig the pit tomorrow. I'm back at it again. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Boy, I tell you, it is a lot hotter today. Man, what happened to yesterday's weather? I mean, it's in the low 80s and quite a bit more humid. Man, I should have got out here earlier. But I've got the gravel in the trench, or the first layer of gravel. It's going downhill from that end to the T, from this end to the T, going downhill to the end of the T section. I'm gonna install my corrugated perforated 4-inch pipe, so I'm gonna reel this out and see if I can get it buried. Before I backfill all the gravel, let's get one more look. I just put a little bit of gravel there, hold the pipe in place. Quite a bit right on the T, some down on this end. I think this will do the job. Well, another 4th of July project. I didn't get as far as I wanted to, and I am taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Monday, July the 5th, but I've got other things to do, so I can't work on this. And besides, I'm out of gravel, and I don't want to scrape too much off my driveway, so I got to get another load of gravel. And I forgot to order the the cloth wrap for the drywell, so I haven't dug the drywell pit yet. It's going to go right there, but I did make good progress. Got the trench dug, got the pipe in the ground, got the pipe pretty much covered up with gravel. I guess that's it. I'm pretty much spent for the day. I'm worn out and I'm ready to go sit in the air conditioning. Hey guys, it's Saturday, July the 24th, 2021. I'm back on my drainage project. I had to take a couple of weekends off. One, I didn't source the stone that I needed like a big dummy. I meant to do this stuff on July 4th. I didn't get the plan together, didn't get the stone here, so you know, I was scraping stone out of my driveway. I had a little bit of stone left over that I used, and then I ended up having to scrape some from the top layer of my driveway back in the back corner. Didn't hurt anything. I'll replace that later, but you know, I was like, yeah, I really don't want to scrape up too much more of this, so I'll just wait until I can source some stone, and then I'll get back on it. And then it's rained, and you know, just every couple of days it was raining, so I couldn't really do anything out here. But I've got the stone out there, back at it. I'm going to dig my drywall pit, and I want to say because you know, I've came to an enlightenment. I've had an enlightenment, I should say, on the way I build this French drain system. That you know, I've watched a lot of different YouTube in the past and kind of used a little bit of this idea and a little bit of that idea from the different people. And then after I've started this system and did a couple other systems, I watched a guy that I will highly recommend, and I don't know him, I don't get paid by him, but I'm going to give him a plug on my YouTube, because if you're doing French drains, you need to watch The French Drain Man. That's what it's called. His channel is The French Drain Man. He sells the equipment, he shows you how to do it, and I'm telling you, these guys know what they're doing. But you know, I'm going to go ahead and put in a dry well. I don't think they really do dry wells. They do more of leaching fields and that kind of thing. You know, I already bought the dry well, so I'm going to use it in this application. Now, in the event that my dry well isn't adequate enough for the amount of water that I get up here, and let's say I still have a flood under heavy rain, then I'm going to leave it accessible to where I can put in a leaching field. But I'm just I couldn't be in a better mood. I'm pumped that I've got good weather. It's a little hotter than what I'd like, but hey, at least I'm gonna be working in the shade. And you know, I should have put my dry well together last night. I didn't do it, but hey, let's get after it. I'm gonna go put the dry well together, and we're gonna get out here and do some digging, and we're gonna get this dry well in the ground today. But, you know, I went ahead and bought the NDS flow wells. I bought 2 of them. So, and I'm gonna stack one on top of the other. And go back to my, gosh, I don't remember which video it was. It was one of my drainage videos that I show assembling the dry wells. So I'll probably video a little bit of it, but I'm not gonna really go into detail about how you put them together and that kind of thing. But I wish I would have done this last night and got it out of the way, but I didn't. Let's get this put together. I'm going to do a rough layout of starting. I'm going to do kind of a 6x6 square hole, and we'll just start right here with the pit, which I'll probably end up putting a coupling on this and extending that a couple of feet. Well, there's the hole, guys. That is as deep as I can go. I mean, I could scrape it and maybe get another inch or so, or just clean up some of the loose dirt, but it's this hole started out at about 6 by 6, but it's about 7 by 7, not quite square. And let me see, how deep did I get? I was shooting for 6 feet, and it's pretty damn close to 6. All right, I think I'm about beat. Man, I've been digging for about 4 or 5 hours, and holy cow, I didn't think it'd take me that long. But I'd like to get a layer of stone in the bottom of the pit and at least get the drywell sitting down there, and then call it a night. All right, let's put some stone down in there. Hey, good morning, guys. It's Sunday, July 25th, 2021. Before I fire up the tractor, let's go out and take a look at my progress from yesterday. Man, I dug the biggest drywall pit hole so far to date that I've done. And wow, I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough stone to fill up that hole. So, you know, I dug this this pit is a good 7 foot by 7 foot, and it's 6 foot deep. It's absolutely as deep as I could possibly dig it with the 1025R with the 260 backhoe. I mean, I just could not even get it 1 inch deeper. But it was a massive hole. Matter of fact, I jumped down in there to rake the bottom before I started putting the stone in, and I almost couldn't get out. I didn't put a ladder down in there. But so today I'm just gonna revisit filling the pit up. I've got some big stone in the back that I was saving for another project, but I think I'll get a few scoops of it and dump in there, just, you know, just for the heck of it, you know, to create some larger voids. And it's gonna be a hot one today. It's not bad yet, but it's gonna get hot fast. Well, I was able to come up with a little bit of large stone. This is, they call this number 2. It's, a lot of them are fist size and, all in between. Probably bigger than I needed, but, I have some of this. I have a dirt pile in the back. If you watch one of my earlier videos where they had to dump all the stone out here by the road when I was doing my driveway project, I spent days and days scraping this up out of the yard and piling it up in the back. That's why there's quite a bit of dirt in it. I've been slowly trying to rake it out and separate it from the dirt, and using it here and there, and there's several inches of that down there, so that'll help provide some much needed void in the to give me more water holding capacity. So hopefully I've got enough stone. I'm going to go ahead and utilize the rest of my stone, try to get this pretty much filled up, and move on to the next part. Well, that's a wrap for this weekend, guys. I ran out of stone. Just about had enough, but hey, got a lot done. Dug the hole, gigantic drywell pit, put the drywell in, got the hose connected, somewhat leveled out my my dirt piles, and yeah, progress. So I'll get some more stone next week. I'll fill this in for the most part. I'll put a little bit more over the trench. I'll go ahead and put a covering of landscaper's cloth on top of the stone, put a little dirt on it, throw some seed down, and I'll be good to go. Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Saturday, July the 31st, 2021, and I'm back out on my drainage project. And also looks like my neighbors are out in force, mowing and trimming and yard work and all the good stuff on a beautiful day like today. It's a little bit overcast, which I don't mind that at all. It's cool. It's going to be in the low 70s, virtually zero humidity. Perfect day to be outside working in the yard. And I was hoping to get a little bit of rain to test out the drywell system before I cover it up. I wanted to pop the lid off and show you how the water runs into the drywell pit, but we had a little bit of sprinkling throughout the week, and it's not forecast really to have any rain till maybe late next week. And I got my second load of stone, and the weather couldn't be better, so I'm gonna fill this in. So today basically I'm just gonna go ahead and top off the gravel. I'll bring the gravel up probably to about here. I'll leave a little bit of room for dirt and grass, but I'll bring the gravel level up. I'll put some landscaper's cloth that I bought from the French Drain Man, which again, this isn't a French Drain Man recommended application, but hey, it is what it is. It's how I made it. So I'm going to utilize some of his stuff, but I'm going to put the French Drain Man cloth over the gravel throughout the whole pit, and then I'll put a little bit of dirt on it and plant some seed, and at some point you won't even be able to see anything except for the grate. So let's fire up the tractor and make short work of this Saturday project. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day for this Saturday, July 31st. I was gonna put the landscaper's fabric over the stone and go ahead and cover it with dirt, but I really think I want to wait until we have a couple of good rains and see how it reacts. I can't envision that I'll have to change anything, but I am going to put in a couple of blind inlets along the path. I'm just not up to covering it up just yet. So I'm gonna run over it a few times with the lawnmower and, you know, mow my grass today and see how it settles out. I don't want to put any more stone in because I want to leave a little bit of room for just basically a dusting of dirt and then some grass seed. And I will have to at some point put the tiller back on and till this all smooth and rake it out, and, you know, till this all up and then reseed it once and for all. I think that's it. Have a good one, guys.